Good morning once again.
Good morning.
Today is about pulling the trigger.
Yeah. Pull the trigger.
So I was just looking at this topic and I realized it takes just 5 pounds of pressure to pull a trigger on a gun.
Hmm.
And okay, in the army, what they do is they teach even a child can pull a trigger. It's that little of a pressure that you have to apply.
5 pounds is close to 2.5 kilograms, 2.4, I think.
Yeah. So the reason why I chose this topic is, pulling a trigger is like making a choice, right? And we all have the opportunity to make a choice. Even a child has the power to make a choice.
Hmm. Yeah. So
What are your
what
thoughts
pulls
on
your trigger?
huh?
What pulls your trigger?
What pulls my trigger? Uh, what pulls my trigger is serving others, I guess. It gives me a lot of joy to see other people's transformation. And
Mhm.
when I'm able to do it just through conversations. I remember once in the early days of my coaching when I spoke to my dad and I told him, I can't believe that, I can make a living out of just talking. I was really surprised. I was like, just I speak but he said something profound. He said, teachers do the same thing, politicians do the same thing, any profession does the same thing.
Mhm.
It's about conversing and uh, it's behind what is there that is what matters.
Yeah.
For you, what pulls it?
For me,
Yeah.
I think for me, what pulls the trigger is some kind of challenge. It could be a creative urge, or it could be a puzzle. So I end up doing a lot of puzzles. I mean,
Hmm.
today my favorite thing to do is to pick locks. I mean, I'm not. I've picked two locks in
At banks?
cleanly, cleanly. Eh?
At banks?
No, 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 no. You know what? The lock spot enthusiasts, they have
Uh-huh.
high ethics. They will never pick a lock which they don't own.
Okay.
So
Ah, okay.
yeah. So we can only pick the locks. We means I'm not yet there.
Hmm.
Which we own. That's ethics. But
Hmm.
I am really developing a curiosity to solving the puzzles. That's one. The second one is a bit creative, but again, uh, I'm not there to create a wonderful painting or anything like that, but just to solve small things in very creative ways. I think those are the things that triggers me. I mean, if it is only one, if it's like pure puzzle, like solving a kind of that puzzle gadgets or something, I'll not do it.
And when you say the puzzles pulls your trigger,
Mhm.
what are you firing away while you do that? So what are you firing at?
I don't know, maybe something unknown inside me also. Who knows?
Hmm.
Probably that's what we are trying to solve something that is inside us.
Hmm.
Um, when we get into these kind of modes where we try to release the gas, the ammunition,
Yeah.
the kind of questions that we have. I think that's what we are doing generally as people. But when you talked about this, I suddenly got another question in my mind.
Okay.
If there are if there are people with different triggers in a team,
Hmm.
isn't it interesting? Because everyone activates in different ways. We have to
Yeah.
put things together, right? Have you
Yeah.
faced such questions or such situations?
This is very interesting. Again, going back to the metaphor of the gun, does pulling a trigger damage the gun? No, it doesn't. As long as you
Mhm.
know how to handle the gun. Pulling a trigger is not bad for the gun. The same way, having different triggers for each people is not harmful as long as you know in which direction they will fire away. And then when we know that they're all firing in the same direction but from different points, then we can create synchronicity,
That's a very nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the target is the same and we're all choosing to shoot at that,
Uh, that's a
then
that's a very nice way of putting it, because I have faced this, in my professional life,
Mhm.
where the people have different objectives and different inspirations, different times when they get activated, different words that we have to use.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have to keep that target in mind.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'll see how we can, set the common target, the common goal.
How would you do that when you know that different peoples have different triggers?
Tell me. I mean, I'm blank. Nothing to trigger.
I think the most simple tool, I guess, is conversations again.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I would
Just
agree.
open communication, just identifying through questions what is in the other person's mind, and then navigating those things towards the common goal rather than telling them, shoot at this, you must shoot at this. So what they do in corporates right now, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So instead of asking them, what are you pointing at?
Very nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Till we fire away again tomorrow, I guess it's time to be careful about our triggers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure then. It's
All
time.
right. It's time.
Pull the trigger on the button.
All right. Go
Close.
ahead. Ciao.